Hello everyone, and welcome to my second attempts this year at an F1 2020 My Team series. Now, of course, the first one ended very, very prematurely after my PC problems, so I couldn't really do it, but this time we're back and better than ever, because we are now actually doing it on PC. And it's going to be a little bit different to the last one. It's not going to be the resurrection of Jordan F1 team and all that sort of stuff. It's just going to be my own team and all that sort of stuff. Lots of racing, nice and simple. And we're just going through the setup here of the team. As we look through the objectives, we end up picking Loop as a sponsor, as they want us to achieve 5 points finishes during a season. And after playing this game mode already, I think that's pretty achievable. We go for the Mercedes engine, as in my opinion that is the best engine. And teammate-wise, now I was deliberating between Jack Aitken and Callum Ilott as to which one to go for. After looking through the stats and thinking about which driver might be better, I decided to go with Callum Ilott in the end, as I just felt that not a lot of people picked him, like when they made their team to start off with. Now, apologies in advance, for some reason this episode has no game sounds, so when we get to the interview with Will Buxton, yeah, that'll be interesting. Well, here we go then. The team has been created. I have not revealed the car to you yet this time, although I nearly did there. We're going through a 16 race season. I decided not to do the full 22 race season because, let's face it, it's too long. It is too long to play on the game. So, and there's also tracks that I just really do not want to race. So I went through that and changed up all the tracks and stuff, and accidentally deleted my options. But the tracks we've taken off are Hanoi, Spain, France, Russia, and Spain, France, Russia, Abu Dhabi, and another one that I've forgotten. And we're doing it on the difficulty of 100. So do I feel up to the mammoth task of managing and driving for a Formula 1 team? I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself and my team. When asked about my teammate, I said it was about finding the right fit for a team. They understand that we're new and appreciate the opportunity we're providing for them. Because let's face it, Ferrari aren't doing that for him. Who's a team I'm aiming to beat? I go fairly modest on this one and just say that I think we're going to have a few close races with Williams. I don't want to go too bold and say we're going to battle with AlphaTauri or Alfa Romeo. How are you expecting the car to feel out on track? I think I put here that the chassis balance is incredible. Yes, I did. I put the chassis balance is incredible. What I tried to do with these last few questions is improve the morale of every single R&D department. So for this question about how am I planning to catch up to the other teams as they have loads of experience, I decided to go with something to do with the aero. So that's now chassis and aero department. Overtaking is a key part of this sport. Have you ensured that you can take advantage of each opportunity? Yes, definitely. Because F1 isn't just one race, it's a whole season. So rigorous stress testing means we can avoid grid penalties and failures. Failures. I always struggle to say that word. Which of my new departments am I most proud of? The one I haven't mentioned yet. The powertrain department. So now going through onto just the creation of the character and the overalls and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see, I've made my own helmet. I spent about 3 days making it. It's so hard to do. But I'm pretty proud of this helmet, I gotta say. And that is the helmet I will wear probably through this entire series. And then moving into the R&D, as you can see, we are the 4th worst team on the grid. We have the 3 back markers behind us of Alfa Romeo, Haas and Williams. And as you can see, we've got 1,000 R&D points, so we are going to spend them very nicely indeed. Firstly, buying something from the powertrain, because that is the only bit that doesn't have a single upgrade yet. And then I've run out of R&D points, but as you can see, we've already got 1 upgrade on the aero, 2 on the chassis, and 3 on the durability. So we're going to be very, very reliable at the start of this season, hopefully. And as we go on to the activity timeline, I decided to put on a driver training camp, although I do elect to move that closer to the first race of the season, as we only have like an 8-day. Yeah, we have a 9-day gap between now and the car reveal, so I add a 7-day power and durability focus, and then an aero and chassis focus, followed by the driver training camp. And that will give Callum Ilott a bit more everything, bit more rating. But now let's go ahead and have a look at the new car. So there we go then. That is the car for this season. It might look a bit like a Lotus, but it is not a Lotus. I will assure you that one. It's funny, isn't it? Because my first one looked more like a Renault, and this one looks like the entity that was before Renault. But no, I've gone with the main colour as black for this season. That can change in future seasons, of course. And the red and yellow sort of patterning, I guess. Those are the three colours of my two channels, of course. Yellow or like gold and black being the colour of my main channel, and the red being the colour of my racing channel. But we now have a few more R&D points to go and spend as well, so I decided to try and get an upgrade on each from each department. They won't come until after the first race at Bahrain, but I go for a rear wing main plane on the aerodynamics. It was between front and rear, wasn't it? And I still have 715 points, so I decided to go for the central under tray on the chassis, as we've already done a power unit upgrade. And also as well, that power unit upgrade actually failed, so that one won't come until after the Bahrain Grand Prix either, which is a bit unfortunate, which means that we start off the season without making an upgrade ourselves, but there are upgrades there and available, so at least we have some sort of upgrades, we just haven't made them ourselves. But that is pretty much it. We're not going to get the first race in this episode, as the driver training camp is completed, and we go over now to see what that has done to Callum Ilot's rating. Ilott started at 64 rated, of course, and this is me just scrambling trying to find him. Where is Callum Ilott? I can never find him in the thing, so I have to sort it by team just to find him. There he is, 67 rated. He's gone up by 3 in all 4 of his stats, and he is looking ready to go for the season start in Bahrain. But that is going to be it for this first episode, guys. If you guys have enjoyed it, then make sure to smash that like button down below, and also smash it if you're excited as well for this series return, or start again, I guess. If you don't want to miss a video, then hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. Of course, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of the videos. I have completely screwed that outro up, but I'm going to leave it as that anyway. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, peace.